just premiering an app called Maptastic. This is an iPad game, my first independent game. Now, this app is so new that it's not even on the App Store yet. I submitted it on Saturday, and it's due out any time now, any day, any second now. So I'm at the edge of my seat. Now, Maptastic, I'm going to show it to you. You actually see 3 versions of the game. Right here, there's 2 free versions. One of them's a light game. The other one's an educational tool without the game. I'll show you the full version. So this is Maptastic. It's a U.S. geography education game. And this will teach you U.S. geography in a very hands-on way. So the first thing you might notice is the menu system, or lack thereof. That's actually by design. So at any time you can interact with this map and touch things on it to learn your geography. This is my favorite way of learning, just touching states and quizzing myself. What's this big one again? That's Texas. You can also learn the old-fashioned way by seeing all the states at once. And you can do that with states and with capitals. And this is where most apps end, but I noticed that when you learn just capitals, you don't learn New York City or Chicago or LA or most of the interesting cities, actually. So I added cities, or Dallas, or Houston, or San Francisco, right? Most capitals aren't that interesting, actually, turns out. And special bonus, I have a mixed mode too. This is the most challenging mode. It's going to mix capitals, cities, and states and give you a real brain workout. So I'm going to show states real quick. So that play button on the top right, press that at any time to play the game. This game is a race against the clock. And the core feature is you can compete for high scores. There's no limit to how fast you can answer these questions. So let's go for a high score. All right, Nebraska. I'm going to think about that's down here. Nevada, that's here. Notice how the faster I answer, the better the feedback is. So there's a fast answer, another fast answer, another fast answer, another fast answer. I've played this for a little while. I used to know, and that's what happens when you press the wrong state. So you can learn while you're playing. If you give it the wrong answer, it'll give you feedback that way. You can learn by just that. All right, now I used to actually know almost nothing about U.S. geography. So this is a very effective learning tool. I can vouch for that. I don't want to spoil the ending, so I'll show another game mode. So I'll exit this. There is actually a very special ending. It's very heavy on the user interface pizzazz. All right, so mixed game mode. Actually, these modes are in increasing difficulty. States is the easiest. Capitals is a bit harder because you have to think about what state the capital is. That's usually how I think about them. Cities is much harder because you can have multiple cities in the same state. So you need to know not just Dallas is in Texas, but it's this one in Texas. And mixed mode really takes advantage of that, so you need to distinguish cities from capitals. So this is the most difficult mode. Let's see, that's an easy one. Haven't gotten a good one yet. Oh, that's a difficult one. That is this one. That's the capital, not city. I'm gonna get a fast one of these days. There we go, got a fast one. All right, so that is Maptastic, available on the App Store anytime now. And this is my first time showing this game, so I have a special promotional offer just for ModevDev members and personal friends. So if you have an iPad and you like games, and you can beat me in my own game, I'm going to go on Game Center. I'm going to play this a lot. I'm going to get some really good scores. If you can beat my overall score, then I will buy you dinner and everyone else who does the same thing. All right, so if you have an iPad and you want to be in on that challenge, we should talk afterwards, and you can give me your Game Center handle, and then we can compete on Game Center. Right. Where? I'm thinking Union Jackson, Bethesda, although that's negotiable. All right, so there's an overall high score in Game Center that combines all your scores at once. So if you can beat my overall high score, I'll give you till end of April. Anyone who can beat my overall high score, I'll take them out to dinner. Nice. All right.